Hello, and welcome to Philip Brown's Computer Networking Lab. You're watching the instructional video called Access Control List. Network administrators use access control lists as a powerful means of controlling their network. The access control list is a group of statements. Each statement defines a pattern that would be found in an IP packet. As each packet comes through an interface with an associated access list, the list is scanned from top to bottom in the exact order that it was entered for a pattern which matches the incoming packet. A permit or deny rule that is associated with the pattern determines if the packet will continue to be routed or dropped. You can also use a wildcard mask to determine the range of the source or destination IP addresses that will be applied to the pattern match. The pattern statement can also include TCP and UDP and the port numbers. If any packet does not get processed by the permit option, the packet is dropped by default. There are a number of syntaxes for creating access control lists, but we'll be looking at two of the most common. The first two commands displayed shows common syntaxes for creating access control lists. The first is a simple command which allows packets to be blocked based upon the source network IP address. The second allows clients to be blocked based upon the source network, destination network, whether it's TCP or UDP, and its port number. The IP access group command is used to apply the access list on interfaces. The access class command is used to apply the access list to virtual terminals. We are looking at the terminal window of the computer. First, we'll look at how the network runs before we insert the access control list. Let's try pinging the server from the computer. Notice the ping goes through without any problems. Next, we'll have the computer connect to the server using FTP. Notice that the computer is able to connect without any problems. Now we're looking at the terminal window of the laptop, and we'll try the very same task with the laptop. We will ping the server by using the laptop. The pings are successful. Next, we have the laptop connect to the server using FTP. The laptop is also able to connect to the server using the FTP port number 21. Notice that we did not have any connection problems between the computer and server or the laptop and server. The packets went through without any problems. Now let's go to the terminal window of the router and configure it with an access control list. The list will first block any ping packets specifically from the computer to site B. The syntax is access list, followed by a number going from 100 to 199, which is for extended access control list, followed by the permit or deny statement. And since we're stopping ping packets, we'll choose the packet type ICMP, which is Internet Control Message Protocol. Then we'll give the source network and then the destination network and make it an echo packet, which is a ping packet. The next list will allow ping packets from any client in Site A to Site B. Finally, the access control list will allow FTP links specifically from the computer to Site B. The syntax is access list, followed by the extended list number, followed by the permit or deny statement, followed by the type of packet it is, in this case TCP, followed by the source network, and then the destination network, and then the port number that you want. Note that all access lists have an invisible deny at the end if none of the conditions are met. Now all we have to do is add the access list to the interface and we're done. Let's look at the terminal window of the computer again. Now that we configured the access list on the router, let's compare the behavior of the router to the same type of packets. First, we'll try to ping the server with the computer. Notice that the router blocks the packets from going to the computer because of the instruction in the first line of the access list. Next, we'll have the computer connect to the server using FTP. Notice that the computer is able to connect without any problems, just as before. The access list specifically says that FTP packets from the computer are allowed in line 3. This is the terminal window of the laptop. We will ping the server from the laptop again. The pings are successful because the access list will allow any pings from Site A to Site B in line 2 of the access list. Next, we'll attempt to have the laptop connect to the server with FTP. The laptop is not able to connect to the server using FTP because if the packet does not meet the criteria of any of the rules in the access list, the packet is dropped by default. The access control list blocks the packets that we want it to block. In this video, we saw how network administrators can use access control lists to limit the type of traffic that flows through their network. I hope this video was informative, and I thank you for viewing.